The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, Text number 2, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on May 6, 1976, in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Parikshit Maharaj is trying to understand pravritti and nivritti. Pravritti means here in this material world, anyone who has come, beginning from Lord Brahma down to the small ants, they have come on account of pravritti, means for enjoying sense. This is material world. So long one will be engaged in sense enjoyment in different varieties, he will have to remain within this material world. Krishna is so kind. We wanted to enjoy this material world. Therefore, He has given us full chance. Yes, you enjoy. Krishna does not want that you should enjoy this material world. That is not He. Sometimes the foolish man, they say that Krishna has given us this facility for sense enjoyment, why we shall not enjoy? Sometimes the so-called rishis and yogis, they also say, yes, when you have got the senses, it is meant for enjoyment. Why should we stop? Yes, really it has to be stopped. If you want real life of eternal enjoyment, then you have to stop. If you don't stop, then you remain here. Mukta praliyate. You have to take birth according to your desire, either as Brahma or as ant, or as a cat, or as a dog, as demigod, and according to your capacity, Krishna will give you. All right. Jidhathamang pravaddhanti tan sathayyo vajamaham. If you want from Krishna sense enjoyment, He will give you all facilities. But Krishna does not want. Krishna said, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. That is His mission. That you will never be happy in this process of pravritti marga. Krishna boliya jeev bhogvancha kare, pasate maya thare japotiya dhare. Maya means the condition in which I enjoy material sense. That is called maya. Maya japotiya dhare. Japotiya dhare means catches. All right, come on. There are two things, light and darkness. If you remain in light, there is no darkness. And if you prefer to remain in darkness, there is no light. Two things. So Maya is darkness and Krishna is light. That is our motto in the back to Godhead. Godhead is light and darkness is desire. Where there is God, there is no darkness. This is our position. So, pravritti lakhanasthaiva triyunna vishayo muni. This is pravritti. There are different pravrittis. Sometimes some animal wants to eat something, another animal wants to eat another thing. But that is pravritti. Just like the hog, he is satisfied with stew. That is all he is about. And an enlightened human being, he is satisfied with nice halwa. So this is pravritti. According to, therefore it is said, pravritti lakshanasthaiva Trigundam Vishayodhita. Trigundam. According to modes of nature. One is in the modes of goodness, his footstep is different from the person in the modes of ignorance. That we find so many varieties of foodstuff, varieties of taste. This is all within this material world. It is not that sometimes this morning we are talking about vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Our mission is not to make non-vegetarian a vegetarian. No. Our mission is that either you are vegetarian or non-vegetarian, it doesn't matter. You become Krishna conscious. That is our mission. To become vegetarian is not very good qualification. It is better than the non-vegetarian. But that is not the ultimate solution. The ultimate solution is when you become a lover of God. That is ultimate. So we are not preaching this vegetarianism. Just like there are Jains or many other religious systems, Buddhism. They are after making people vegetarian. But the law of nature is that one living entity is the food for another living. That is the law of nature. You find even in the lower animals, they're eating one another. That is the law of nature. Ahastani sahasthanam, apadani chatuspadam. This is the law of nature. Ahastani, one who has no hands, he is the food. They are all animals. The animal which has no hands, just like goats and others, they have only legs. So they are food for the animals with hands. Ahastani sahastana. That is the law. Apadani chatuspadam. The animals which has no leg, that means which cannot move, the plants, the grass, the trees, they cannot move. They have got legs, but they cannot move. Their legs are meant for eating. As your mouth is meant for eating, the trees, therefore, they are called padavo. They drink water by the leg. This is God's creation. You cannot think that how it is possible to drink water by the leg. But it is God's creation. You see, you pour water on the leg of the tree, it becomes very luxuriant, healthy. So different. And so far God is concerned, He can eat with legs, He can see with hands, He can eat with eyes. That is God. That is God. Angani jassa sakalendriya vittimanti pasyanti paanti kavaram chirang jagat. Angani, that is transcendental. He is not under any rule. He is not under any rule. If you say, why Krishna is eating by the eyes? Yes, that is Krishna. That is Krishna. You offer something, Krishna simply by seeing, he is eating. That is Krishna. And again, if you say, if he is eating, why the plate is full? That is Krishna. Purnasa purnamadaya purnameva vasishyate. Krishna is not a hungry man like me. That if you give me something, I will eat everything. Finish. No. Krishna can take the whole plate, still it will remain. The whole plate. For giving prasad. So try to understand Krishna in this way. And if you actually understand Krishna, you are liberated immediately. Janma karmancha this bomb means Jujanati tattva. How Krishna eats, how Krishna thinks, how Krishna what. If you understand all these things, then immediately you become liberated. Tattadeham punarjanma naiti mami. You immediately become. The only thing is we are rotting in this material world because we do not know Krishna. That is it. You will not be admitted in the spiritual kingdom unless you know Krishna, what is it. And as soon as you understand Krishna, that's it. Come on. Tattadeham punarjanma naiti mameti kauntam. And as soon as you go, Jadgatyana nivartante tadhama paramam. Everything is explained. And therefore Krishna comes. We have got pravritti to enjoy this material world. Krishna comes personally. This will not help you. He comes personally. You give up this habit. You simply surrender to me. I will take you back home. This is pravrittideshan bhutanam nidvitte sumahabhalam. We are inclined to enjoy this material world. But if we stop this material enjoyment, we are fit for spiritual enjoyment. That is it. Therefore Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that asaddhana purusha dharmasasa parantapa aprapamana nivartante mittu sansara bhaktana. Asaddhana, what Krishna is speaking in the Bhagavad Gita. If we take it and let Krishna speak, I am not going to accept it. Asaddhana. There is no faith in the words of Krishna. Asaddhana purusha dharma shastra. The religious system which I am speaking, what is that? Sarvadharman parittajya mamekam sa. This is religious. So if one is neglectful, does not like this proposal, then what is the result? Aprapama, he will never get me. Aprapama nivartante mrittu samsara vartane. Then he will have to continue this process. Mrittu samsara vartane. He will take bath, again die, again take bath, again die. That is mrittu samsara vartane. प्रवृत्ति लक्षणश्चैव परिपन्न विषयामने जो असौ अलीन प्रकृते गुणसर्ग पुनः पुनः. So we have to give up this habit that I am master, I can enjoy, I can do, I am independent. You have to give up this habit. Then you will be eligible for going back to home, back to God. Thank you.